mental toughness. We do have what it takes to win, and that's what we're just trying to do. We're just trying to get back.
It seemed like every time they did something, you guys would calm. I mean, I think Miss Brown had that huge dunk, and you hit a couple free throws, and just like when they did something, you didn't fold. Somebody did something all the time.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what basketball is. I mean, Missouri's a great team with great players, and they can run. And we just responded. We got hit and hit them back. So.
How much have you watched Anderson play? What are your thoughts on him?
I know he's a real enthusiastic player. He's a great player. Really shoot the ball and stuff like that. So we have to be really
Andrew, Cal was a little disappointed in the transition defense today, particularly after made field goals. Is that just a matter of spring back? Is there something else going on there?
No, it's just a matter of spring back and just having a want to just spring back and be a defensive team. I feel like we'll be much harder to be if we become that defensive team. So.
Is it troubling at all that that was back as far as Michigan State that transition defense was a problem? Does it worry you guys at this late in the season? It's still kind of an issue.
No, because it has nothing to do with our talent or our skill or anything like that. It's just being aware and just wanting to do it. And I feel like we can do that. So.
Is it the key to being a better defensive team?
Yeah, that's one of the steps in being a really good defensive team.
What do you think of the zone? Do you think that's something that you can use more often?
I mean, it worked really well. We're a pretty big team, so I think that won't guard me when we play too much zone. So us being so long and deflect balls and stuff, I think that affects them a little bit.
How much, if any, do you expect Ole Miss to kind of try to push the pace against you guys or not at all?
Well, I know they're going to try to press and stuff like that. We just have to stay strong with the ball and play as a team.
Is he sort of challenging you guys defensively? He keeps talking about passion and enthusiasm. Is that designed to kind of bring that out of you guys?
Oh, definitely. When you're not used to playing every possession hard, and now you're starting to get used to it and starting to have to do it when you have no choice, you won't play. I feel like that's a will to win, and being enthusiastic about defense, like Coach Payne says, having a defensive spirit. That's what you have to have to win. And I think we're getting there. We're getting better every day. So.
He always talks about it's habits, and when you've had habits for as long as you guys have as basketball players, they can take time to break. So do you have a little of that, step forward and a step back every now and then as you go through that process?
Yeah, definitely, because we're still a young team, no matter what anybody says. We're still very young, with not that much experience, but at the same time we have talent and we have some heart. We just want to win. We're just trying to get better.
Can we get a chance to watch the Dukes and the Arizonas and the Syracuses and the top teams in the country and kind of rate yourself as to how you guys would do against those guys?
We just try to focus on who we're going to play against. Try not to look at anybody else. All those teams are pretty good, and I feel like we can be as good as anybody in the country as long as we just stick to the plan and play the course. So.
Have you seen some of Marshall Henderson's antics and stuff? Some of his crazy stuff?
Yeah, definitely. But you just try not to hit this, not try not to feed into it. Just play the basketball.
Is he a little bit difficult player to kind of defend because you don't know when and where he's going to take his shot there?
Well, I've never played against him, but yeah, from watching him and stuff, definitely a pretty tough person to guard because he's always looking for a shot and always go off the screen or something like that. So,
thanks.
He seemed really bothered by both teams last week shooting 50%. He talked about how rare that is against one of his teams, for two teams to do it in a week. Does it bother you guys?
Yeah, it bothers us because that just makes us have to play even better offensively, which won't happen every time, and we have to stop it. So.
Playing the zone, some coaches like man-to-man, some prefer zone. How do you personally feel about playing zone? Would you prefer to play man-to-man?
It doesn't matter to me. Whatever stops the opposite player, and just doing this as a team, and team defense is the biggest part. So, whatever we can do to stop them. We're long and athletic, so we should be able to do either one and be successful.
You haven't been around him, obviously, just this year. He hates it. Cal sort of hates the zone. Are you surprised to see him pull it out?
No, because I feel like he loves to win even more. So whatever he thinks will work, he usually does. So we just try to do that.
Was that? Do you have a sense of whether that was like a one-game thing or whether it'll be?
We've been practicing it, but we never really in the game until then. But we were successful for the most part. So.
How familiar are you with Marshall Henderson?
I watched him on TV and stuff last year. I knew he was a great player, very enthusiastic, very dramatic player. We're gonna have to play tough. So.
But he played in Texas. He's from Texas. I don't know if you were familiar at all with him prior.
I wasn't until last year. He had a great season last year, and he's having